While I have shit show in the garage here, no, it's not broken down. I bought that probably close to a year ago. Never got around to installing it. Because right now, I'm waiting on parts for the dirt bike. So I got some time that I could spend on the Jeep. So what this is in this box is something that every Jeep owner at one point in their lives may suffer. And it's a flaw in the system when they built it. Because as you guys know, or if you don't know, you may get into a situation with your JK, might even be a Dodge Ram or minivan, is that you're going to start it, it'll just crank and crank and crank and not start. And you will assume it's the fuel pump. And you will replace the fuel pump, getting out the parts cannon, and realize it didn't solve the problem. The problem is the fuel pump relays in these Jeeps, Dodge, is in the TIPM. And I don't know why they built the relay into the TIPM. So when that relay fails, you're going to have a no-start condition. So what this does in this box is that you can run the factory system. You could bypass the relay. And it has a feature that you can turn it to off. Kind of like an anti-theft device. Let's get the Jeep open here. Yeah, I got this from Vertical Visions, but it doesn't take long for people to start to copy it. Because the TIPM can be related to a whole bunch of sorts of issues, as you can see right here in the card. TIPM relay repairs, fuel pump wipers, door locks, external, internal relays. Yeah, we got the instructions here, so you gotta turn it sideways. So looking at this sheet and coming over here. Now I'm just trying to place it out. Looking at the diagram, we got a bank of 4. We're going to use the yellow fuse, but in the video you're going to see me take out the white one, which is the wrong one, and the red one. And then we have that 40 amp fuse that we got to take out. And the kit came with 2, but my Jeep's only set up for 1. So I need to pull that fuse block out and replace it so the module could fit on top. And it's going to rip it out with my finger there. She's a little tight, but it's going to come out. So now I got the mini fuse. When I was filming, I was referring to it as a relay, but it's a fuse. So I got the mini fuse, and I just pushed it in. It sits at the same height with the rest of the fuses. And I'm just going to put it in the bag in case I ever have to return it. So this is the module that will go right there as such. And if we look at the board here, if this one can focus. I don't know if it's going to focus. I'll get my iPhone. So if you look at the board, you got bypass, the original relay, pump test, and then disable. So if you ever feel that your fuel pump is faulty, you can put it down to the pump test, and theoretically you should be able to hear it run. Right now I'm just going to keep it on original relay for now. You know what, maybe I'll just go to bypass, screw it. So what I need to do here is remove those fuses and put them in this section here. So we can. I always find these tweezers really don't work worth a crap. I think it's kind of stretched out. I'm gonna need these crimpers anyways, so it really doesn't matter. That one out, perfect. So what I'm doing on the board is replacing them in their original locations. So now when I line this up, I need to take this number 15 out. There we go. And that one's in. And then I just got this one here. I can't really get at, so maybe I will. Maybe try to use this one. But it's even tight. I got this little dinky set, but will it work? Oh, damn. I didn't think it would. I have another little electrical wire down there. I just kind of moved over to the side because I hope it does not interfere. And I'm going to try to see if I can get this board in here. It is supposed to fit. So I'm having trouble trying to get it to fit, so I pulled that 60 amp fuse thing up, so maybe I can get this in there now. Alright, my apologies. I put that white fuse back. As you can see, I removed the wrong one. So now, there we go. Now it fits back in like it's supposed to. And for the ground, a little connection right there we gotta push in. So I got my ground, so now if I just touch it, it lit up for a second. There we go. So I just got set on bypass right now. I don't know if the ignition has to be on. Nope. I can hear the fuel pump run. I'm just gonna leave it on bypass. And there you have it. Only took like 10 minutes to install, but sat in my house for a year. And this way, I won't have any issues out on the road. I'll just put it back to the original. There it is installed, and of course if something fails, it's pretty easy just to swap it back over. Put the 3 fuses back in and back on the road. Alright, guess we just got to start her up now. That's the moment of truth. Let's make sure it starts. Oh yeah, fired right up. I'd like to know in the comments below if any of you guys have suffered a fuel pump relay failure in your TIPM or any other kind of issues, or if this is something that you might possibly buy. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.